there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about shoes. Recently, I picked up the NIke Vaporfly 3s and I have been obsessed with them for running. So we're going to talk about them today and I'm going to fill you in on why I think they are the best running shoe. So I have had these shoes for about a month now, gotten a couple runs in them, and I have to say, just to start this off, that these shoes are the most comfortable shoe yet. Before these, I had some On Clouds and they are a really good running shoe as well. Don't get me wrong, I had to choose comfort level between them both. I have to honestly say that these are the most comfortable. This is coming from someone that has a very flat foot. If anything, I would know. Footed people always have the worst feet. Like, you find a shoe that's super duper comfortable that you can walk miles and miles and miles in, or run miles and miles and miles in, you're hooked. And I'm obsessed. These shoes are so cool. So I got them in black, and the reason why I got them in black is because if you're running and you run on like any kind of sand, gravel, or anything like that, your shoes are going to get dirty. And so although there are many beautiful colors of this shoe that have come out, I just can't do it. I just can't get another colored shoe like my On Clouds and get them dirtied up. It just can't happen. So I got them in black and I was like, you know what? Black goes with everything. This was like perfect for me to get. Now, I did get these on sale. I think they run generally like $260. I don't know how I looked up on Nike and got them for like 30% off. So I only paid like $1 something for them, and I was like, steal. When I saw them compared to some running shoes I was looking at, I was like, oh yeah, I was happy to get these, bit of a discount. For sizing, I picked these up in a size 8.5, which is generally what I pick my running shoes up in. I have such flat feet. I feel like when I run, my feet kind of like spread a little bit. And so with it being an 8.5, although I am an 8, this gives me a little bit more space. And when I'm running, it makes it more comfortable for me to run. So I'd have to say that, you know, these are true to size. We're different about these shoes compared to like my On Cloud, and I hate to go back to my On Clouds, but they are actually the last running shoe that I've had. That these are like mesh in the front, so you'll see more when I actually try them on, but it's mesh in the shoe. So the one con I might say about these shoes is that if you're running on any type of sand or gravel, what's going to happen is it's going to get within your shoe. It's happened to me since I started wearing these shoes. Like, when I take them off, I have to like get the sand out of them, but it's not a big deal to me because, I mean, it's not like I'm just tracking a ton of dirt within my shoes. Couple things that might get in there, but it's no big deal. What I would say is super cool about this shoe is that the tongue, the way that they really thought out the tongue of the shoe, so that they really made this shoe for a runner, because I feel like any type of shoe that has like a tongue that's kind of like has a cushion within it, which rarely ever happens, you know that shoe is made for a runner. Because I feel like the first thing that happens when you're running for a long time is that like the tongue of your shoe kind of starts to hurt, especially if you tighten up your shoes fairly tight so that they don't come loose, or that you have the support that you need. First time I've ever seen that, where it was like a little bit of cushion inside of the tongue. As far as the little platform it gives you, again, I'm flat-footed, so any type of like cushion I can get in the bottom of my shoe, I am so appreciative of, because it just makes anything and everything very comfortable. Just a tad bit of platform. I probably could wear these all day. I haven't worn them all day because they're more of a running shoe for me, but you know, like, hey, they're very comfortable. I also like these shoes because at the bottom, instead of making the bottoms on this color all white, they a little bit of neutral in this kind of part, so like when it starts to get dirty, they don't look just disgusting. And because I run on like that sand, kind of sand like gravel, that like my shoes always get dirty, which is why I can't even go with white. Pretty much like the reason for it all, like because they were neutral at the bottom, it was because they were black. Like, I just was like, this is a shoe for me. Also, to mention about the mesh, what's good about it, although it is mesh and it is really different, it allows your feet to breathe, especially when you take off your shoes. I don't know if y'all have ever smelled your shoes after like running or whatnot. Sweat drips down, your feet stink, you know, So the fact that these have mesh just lets you know that their funk won't come so soon. So yeah, that's why I say like the mesh is not it's different, but it's not a bad thing that they made the top of these a mesh, or the whole shoe, around the whole black part of the shoe mesh. I'm just gonna try them on for you so that you can see how they look on my feet. All right, so here are the shoes on. Like I was saying, the shoes are very like platform-like, very cushiony. Like, I feel like they're like, if you wanted to bounce up and down in these shoes, you could. Like, the platform on these are just right for a good run. And like I said, I've been able to run in these for miles and miles and miles, and I have not had any issues with them, which is why I like them so much. And then again, I love the black color. Like, I think this is my new wave with my running shoes because running shoes just get too dirty too fast. I also want to mention the design on these are very different. Instead of the shoelacings going straight from the toe down, it's kind of slanted. I feel like that design, the reason why these shoes are so comfortable, because I feel like it kind of helps rotate the tongue as well too. In addition to this tongue being comfortable, it's actually wide, and they didn't give you some small tongue on the shoe. Sometimes after a run, your tongue can kind of like move around. With these, it stays in place because of this and because of how wide the tongue is. It kind of like cups your ankle, if that makes any sense. This is how they look on and why I love them so freaking much. All right, so that is pretty much it. Just wanted to share with you a quick little review on these shoes. I definitely think they are must have for any runner. Like, these are the shoes for you. Lightweight, comfortable. I mean, you can run for miles and miles and miles. Your knees feel protected in these shoes. There's just tons and tons of reasons why I think like they're worth the price. I see why they have made 1 and 2 and 3 of these shoes because it's so worth it. I feel like these shoes just keep getting better and better, and I can't wait to continue running in them. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Until next time, y'all, I'll see you later. Bye.